Hello enjoyers of the sports of the future. My name is Paul, your guide to the world of Phygital. Another episode and my selection of best information on the topic of modern technologies that are at the intersection of esports and sports. Today, I would like to talk about one of the most difficult Phygital challenges, both physically and technically. In general, as you might have guessed, today we are talking about Phygital Hockey. It will be epic and interesting because real hockey players from big sports participate in the tournaments. Now parents will not say, "Get off your computer and go into the yard and play sports." Physical competitions involve training in two realities at once. Let's go! So what's so amazing and challenging about this figurative hockey game? At first glance, everything is simple, but let's understand in more detail. Well, first of all, hockey is one of the hardest games in terms of physical fitness. In addition, the format of the game makes it difficult to score the puck. Instead of the usual 12 players, there are only 8 on the ice. Hockey players have to ride all over the field, practicing in several positions at once, from defense to attack. In order for the players to simply be able to play the match and not faint, the net playing time on the ice is 21 minutes, instead of the usual 60. If we say that it is the esports part of hockey, then here the players will have to play in the NHL, in the team format. At the first student games in May 2022, this format has already passed the first battle test, and on December 9 to 10, 2022, professional players faced a new challenge. It was interesting to see how the Tatneft Arena was transformed into digital format, and the athletes showed their skills both on the real court and the virtual universe. But I will talk about the results of the first games later, so let's summarize. There are no new rules to our format. The Phygital Hockey competition consists of 2 stages, digital and physical, as always. At the first stage, players fight in a hockey simulator according to the rules of computer sports, in a 3v3 format. In a virtual match, 3 periods of 3 minutes are played. 3 athletes from the team participate in each half. Then the teams move to a real hockey rink, where they spend 3 periods of 7 minutes. Each team has 4 players, 3 field players and 1 goalkeeper, and 3 substitutes. The goals scored in 2 stages are summed up. The winner is determined by the sum of goals scored in both stages. In case of the tie, the winner is determined by post-match shootout. Phygital Hockey attracts spectators not only because it is spectacular and interesting, but also because of the names of the participants. Millionaire bloggers and professional hockey players with big trophies can meet on virtual and real ice rinks. Among the participating teams, Akbars, Cosmos, Beris, Nayopsky. Let's go over the names and see what Phygital players do in their daily lives. The Kazan team Akbars was represented by twice champion of Russia in NHL in 1-on-1 and 6v6 Maxim X-Deka Trukhanov, Kirill Winchester 62 Suzumov, an e-sportsman with real hockey experience, as well as Evgeny Gavrilov, the captain of Akbars in interactive hockey, the all-time record holder for games, goals and points in the team. The Phygital roster also included VHL champion Daniel Nasibulin, 3-time Gagarin Cup winner Dmitry Obukhov, and hockey players Maxim Khanji Arifeev and Gennady Naum 62 Naumov, Evgeny Kostin, Sergei Gorbunov, Nikita Hoba, Gleb Miroshnikov also played for the Moscow team Cosmos. Hockey players who have completed their professional careers and are also actively involved in esports. The Phygital team was strengthened by 2-time Russian junior hockey champion Leonid Ovechkin, an NHL champion and MHL All-Star Game participant Viktor Kornikov, aka Kornyak 90. The team captain is Anton Borkis 50 Borko. The Phygital lineup consists of guests from Kazakh Boris Cyber team, included Abay Mukushkin, Azal Mambetaliev, Maksat Ibraev and Nurlan Kabiyev, Oskar Alshenbek and Kirill Oruski, who is called the legend of amateur hockey in the country. The captain is one of the best cyber hockey players in Kazakhstan, Rustam Rusdas 86 Suleimanov. The blogger Phygital team Naepsky was represented by hockey YouTube blogger Yaroslav Kuzmichov, TikToker Konstantin Ryakin, and footballer of the Two Drots Media Club Bogdan Dachnik-Timoshenko. Hockey players Evgeny Sparrow-Vorobyov, Artur Latupov, Alexei Epifanov, and Alexander Koska-Sabokov also add experience and skill to the team. So, as I said earlier, 2 tournaments in Phygital Hockey have already taken place. Let's start in order. On December 9th to 10th last year, Tatneft Arena welcomed the first teams. Although the tournament was a test and verification for the organizers, this did not affect the quality of the event in any way. Eminent players, celebrities, and impressive prize fund of almost $20,000. By the way, the event was opened by the Minister of Sports of the Republic of Tatarstan. The champions of the tournament were hockey players from the Cosmos team, where professional veterans and the fastest juniors of the national team played together. The guys showed an enhancing result, having beaten Akbars, which seems to be the favorite for many spectators. However, spoiler, in the summer of 2023, Kazan managed to win the title in the 7th Phygital tournament and lifted the cup over the head. Let's sink in the atmosphere for a moment and then run through the results. As you can see, it all looks just cool. By the way, the production of the tournament impressed not only me, but also the representatives of the Continental Hockey League. Igor Stolarov, head of the Games of the Future project, said that organizers of digital hockey competition are ready to share the development with KHL, because the format of the competition involves the use of the latest developments in the field of esports, robotics, augmented and virtual reality, information technology, and artificial intelligence. And now to the results of the first games. On December 9th to 10th, Tatneft Arena in Kazan hosted the first competitions in digital hockey, NHL 22 and 3-on-3 hockey, as part of the digital games. The Moscow team Cosmos did not let Akbars into the final, and in the fight for the title, they overtook hockey bloggers from Naepsky. The winners of the competition received the Phygital Flame Trophy and prize money in the amount of 1.25 million rubles. In the semi-final, the Naepsky team of bloggers did not experience any problems in the confrontation with the representatives of Kazakhstan's Boris Cyber team, beating them both in the simulator and on ice with the score of 10-4. But the guys from Cosmos were on the verge of defeat in the match with Akbars. Team captain Anton Borkis 15 Borka lost to Kazan in NHL 22, but made up the lost time in real hockey. The final result was 8-7. Cosmos worked on their mistakes in the final match, in the cyber part on the console, and left no chance for the opponent. The virtual Canadian team defeated the Naepsky-led Tampa Bay Lightning 7-2. The Cosmonauts kept their comfortable advantage in the match on real ice. The teams exchanged 5 goals, which brought Cosmos a victory with a score of 12-7. In the match for the third place, Akbars and Boris Cyber team gave a scoring extravaganza in both parts of the universe and ended up the game with a score of 18-13 in favor of Kazan. The second hockey tournament and the 7th in the Phygital series took place in June 2023. Where Akbars Kazan became the winner. The final meeting was held in the capital of Tatarstan. For the victory, the team received prize money in the amount of 1.25 million rubles. The team included 7 cyber athletes, including hockey players of the Akbars system Alexander Mr. Zero Lubnish and Igor Abopus 23 Bardin. The tournament was attended by 8 teams from 5 countries, including Russia, Serbia, Latvia, Israel and Uzbekistan. Based on the results of the Phygital Games, Akbars qualified for the International Multisport Tournament Games of the Future, which will be held in Kazan in February 2024. I would like to know that Akbars has been developing the esports direction in the club system since 2019. A few words about the matches themselves. Akbars from Russia and Virtus.Pro, also from Russia, met in the final match. On the digital ice, the Kazan team did not leave a chance to the opponent. The guys showed good technique, beautiful goals and excellent teamwork. The match ended with the score of 7-2 in the favor of Akbars. In the physical part, the Virtus.Pro team had to resist the proprietary defense of Kazan and win back 5 goals. It was only in the second period that Virtus.Pro managed to score a goal, but Yevgeny Gavrilov from Akbars immediately followed up with a beautiful puck into the opponent's goal, 8-3. In the third period, Virtus.Pro removed the goalkeeper and scored 2 goals, but they failed to catch up with Kazan. The match ended with the score of 10-5. Akbars became the owner of the main trophy of the Phygital Games. Summing up the results of 2 hockey tournaments, I will name a few cool numbers for you. More than 30 million people saw the tournament on their screens. About 2,000 spectators watched the games live from the stands. The tournament was represented by players from 6 different countries. 16 hours of live broadcast, dozens of abandoned pucks, and infinity of cool emotions. It's all about Phygital Hockey. But do not get upset if you did not get to the stands or miss the live broadcasts of the first battles on the ice. Organizers of Phygital are already preparing for the third tournament. In a few months, namely on October 5 to 21, the teams will meet again and compete for a slot in the final part, which will be held in 2024. This time the games will be even bigger and more interesting. Competitions will be held in 3 disciplines all at once: hockey, football and basketball. We continue to wait and prepare. There are less than 200 days left until final games. Plan your vacation and buy tickets to Kazan. It will be very interesting. As always, Paul was with you, and in the next episode we will talk about the most severe and masculine sport of Phygital, MMA. So start to train early for the next Phygital challenge. As for now, my time is up. Don't forget to subscribe, like and ring the bell. Bye-bye!